Hey guys, deleted cube here. Today's gonna be an interesting little video. As you saw from the thumbnail, we will be creating a ringed planet. So let's get started and delete that cube. Alright, before I begin, I'd just like to apologize because I'm currently using a camera with a microphone on it for audio because all my mics are acting funny for some reason. Not sure why, it's just happening. Okay, go ahead and delete everything, you don't need it. Maybe if you can keep the camera if you want. Don't matter to me. I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay. It's gonna sound counterintuitive, but okay, we're gonna start the rings first. Okay, you want a UV sphere. Make it nice and big. Let me turn on screencast real quick, sorry. I realized I forgot to do that in the last video. And there it is. Yep, cool. Actually, get rid of that because you need to increase the segments to 128. Don't worry about the rings because there's only going to be one ring when we're done with the sphere. So, what you're going to want to do, if you don't do it this way, it's going to do UVs. I'm basically auto-generating UVs right now. There we go, just delete those. Alright, grab this one, scale it out. There we go. Bring this one down. Scale it in, but do not bring it down all the way or the texture will be all funky. That'll do it. It's just got a slight slope, just as long as you can't see it, you should be fine. Get the rings to where you want them. I think that looks good to me. There we go. Okay. Now for the fun part. Create a new material. New. Go to UV editing. As you can see, that UV looks great. So I'm going to scale it down. Rotate it 90 degrees. Scale it up. Go into UV. Constrain image bounds. Move it back in. Scale it. Sometimes this can be difficult. You just want it to be just like that. Scale it on the y-axis. I might have to rotate it again if I'm being honest. Okay, like these are all the, you don't know what UV editor is, these are all the faces. Because it was a sphere, it was already straight and lined up. That's what I was going for there. So I'm going to get them all again. You won't be using this anymore. You're probably going to be able to hear everything, sorry. It's a shotgun mic, so... And the mouse is right in front of it. Not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. Okay, your first node. Once you've gotten this assigned, I'll make this rings. I'll make this rings as well. There we go. First node is going to be a texture coordinate node. And we're going to start with the ring gaps. You don't have to do this, but it helps you with organizing. Ring gaps. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Next, you're gonna want to do the fade. This will be the thing that fades the transparency as you go further down. If you haven't already, go to cycles, sorry. That is in the render tab. And then ring color, that's just the color of everything. Everything is up to you. All this. Only parts of it have to be done, like the math nodes. And you're gonna want a mix RGB node. How in the world? I guess I can't do that. Mix RGB, and you're gonna want two of these. First one, sorry, probably can't read that very well. This first one is gonna be color dodge, and the second one's gonna be where is multiply? There it is. And go ahead and throw these into the base color. Boom. And throw this one into alpha. We're gonna make a mask using the ring gaps and the fade. Oh, sorry, we missed one. We need ring details too. Ring details. This puts clouds into it. It's pretty cool. Okay, to start off, do a gradient texture. Oops, that's checker. They look the same. Gradient texture into the ring gaps, and a color ramp, a long color ramp, into there as well. Stretch that boy out nice and wide. There you go. Throw him into the factor. Color into factor. It doesn't matter. It can be factor too, but it doesn't, honestly, really doesn't matter. And just so we can see what we're doing, I'm just going to throw this into the base color. Okay, see how it has a nice gradient? It's basically exactly what we're going to be doing for the fade. You don't have to be in edit mode, sorry. We're going to set this to constant. So now it's all just basically the middle gray. We're going to select this. Select this point. Do plus 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 plus. Add a whole bunch of those and distribute stops from the left. You're going to want the first and last to be white. And then every other part is going to be white. And this is where you can have fun with it. Okay, white. And then once you get this done, all you're doing is messing with the handles until you get an effect you like. How about a nice thin one right here? Now if I want more rings, I can just do double tap and make another black one here. Sorry, congested. You can get pretty creative with this. Over here is towards the inner part, which kind of bugs me a little bit, but whatever. And then the last one's going to be a really big ring next to a small ring. Try to keep things not all the same, you know. Keeps it a little more realistic. And then right here, will be a couple small rings, which I think will look nice. So black, black. He's disappearing. Okay. Zoom in, really get creative. That's the whole point here. You want to be creative with this. Otherwise, what's the point? Look up reference material if you want. Now, as you can see, yeah, it's not going to be perfect because we got something in the alpha right here. There we go. Now if we throw this into the alpha and we change the world color to, oh, poo. I'm changing it to noise so that you can actually see what's going on. Noise texture. And we throw this into the alpha. Yep, it's transparent. You can see the pattern through the rings. Okay, that's done. So just check that into the first on here, but it's a multiply, so it really doesn't matter which one it goes into. Because if you took math class, you probably know that really doesn't matter. And then go up to fade. I want to do another one of these. I hate when that happens. Gradient texture, throw you into fade, and basically another color ramp. I keep forgetting where this is. Color ramp, there it is. Make this UV color. Just throw that into the base color for now. It's a beautiful fade. And what I did, I made another black right here. I don't know, I guess it just looks better when you do it that way. It's a nicer fall off. Okay. Now, if we throw this into color 2 and into alpha, you can't see it now, but if we go to render view, sorry, one sec. It's gotta be factor of 1. There we go. Okay, let's do the noise texture again. There we go. Now it is fading away, and you can edit this fairly easily. Go crazy with it. Honestly, it'd be a lot easier if we just got rid of the, just undo it and get rid of the color and just create a light. That just makes it a little easier, you know. We're gonna want a sun. You can get creative with this too, just position it anywhere you want. I'll position it there. I like the shallow angles. There we go. And its face, so the sun's gonna be like a strength of like 10. That's the world, oops. There it is. Strength of 10. 20 actually. There we go. No, 10's good. I like 10. Now it has a perfect fade to it. Or you could always do it like this. If you want to get rid of this, it can be done this way too. That will get rid of the last line, but it does look kind of cool though. But it's each their own. It's all up to you. I'll do it like that. That looks good to me. Okay, that's just your mask. That's what parts of it are see-through. I'm gonna clean it up though. I like these things. Feel free to not do this. I keep pressing Shift F instead of Shift D to duplicate. Color, color, color. There we go. And you can scale these on the x-axis to 0. Scale this on the x-axis to 0. But you can't select these, I don't think. Yeah, you can't select those. So you just have to wing it. Okay, sorry, just checking what time I'm on. Because my SD card doesn't have that much data on it. Oh, I'm sitting here trying to scale it. Okay, that works for me. Now, you got your fade. Now you need your ring details. Yeah, that's gonna be the next one. Sorry, just trying to figure out which one part I want to do next. Because it really doesn't matter, but you know, it's nice to figure it out. You know, you just ring these details up, and you're gonna want a mapping node because you want to control how big this is. So that would be in vector. Dot it in there. Oops, I just connected it by accident. That's better. Sure, it was obvious, but I'm currently using one of my nodes as a guide. My node maps as a guide right now because I don't feel like doing this from memory. Okay. And do a texture, noise texture. This node was designed by me in the middle of the night. This material shader thing. So if it's not optimized, that's probably why. And you're gonna want to throw this in the base color. As you can see, it looks kind of funky. There's little dark patches, so let's go ahead and scale that up. And it wraps around, which is good. And this is where you can get creative as well. So scale it down, I guess, and then change this the Z scale, not the Y, the X. Which one do you change? It's this one, right? Yeah. There we go. I think that looks good to me. For some reason the scale's not working. I honestly don't know what I want here. There's a nice detail. And distortion. If you want distortion, you can get distortion. But I don't want distortion because that's not what rings look like. I wonder what that looks like. I'm gonna grab the color ramp from here. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, I am. And get rid of this one. Throw the factor, and then to here, and see if I can change that a little bit, because I like that. Never mind, it doesn't look very good. This is just me experimenting here. I'm gonna have to figure out why the mapping node isn't working, because I did everything you're supposed to do with it. Oh well. I guess it looks good this way. And bring the roughness back down because that looks weird. If you wanted to, you could probably add a subdivision surface modifier to the rings when you're done. Just to make everything look nice. I'll try throwing it into the scale. Sometimes it'll change the color for some reason. It's weird. Okay, well, that's gonna have to be what it looks like for now. I think it looks okay. It's not gonna look as good as the other one, but it's having issues for some reason. Go ahead and throw this into the color dodge. Right there. Get rid of the base color. Okay. Now we're going to do another gradient. Throw it into there. Now just go to Adobe Color. I'll link it in the description if y'all want. Okay, sorry, Explorer. I don't use this very often. Okay, we're gonna go to Saturn, or you can do like Neptune or something, and you can find all sorts of cool colors. Okay, I like that. And you can click it. Oddly enough, just to click it, and you can get those into your what's the word? Your color ramp. There you go. So this into the base color. Oops, didn't go. If you make this, okay, it's counterintuitive, so this is the outside. So I want this side to be. Go to Hex and throw it in there with Control V, and you got your color. Go back, and I want this color. Okay, and let's add a few more colors, and yeah. Let's put this guy right here, just for fun, you know. Oh, no wonder it looks weird. I haven't put the UV into here yet. Duh. Okay. That's my brain fart for today. This ring is gonna be, yep. All this is up to you. Like all of it. And then we're gonna throw it in here, make it a weird green color. Because Saturn has some green in there for some reason. There we go. There we go, cool. Now, we're gonna throw this into the first input of the color notch, along with the ring details, and throw it into the base color. And there you got some rings. Okay, the green is killing me. It just is killing me. Okay, I'm going to scale this up a bit more. Okay, I'm going to make a camera now. Okay, I was going to do a lesson on space realism. Maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. But in space, it's a good idea to do a big focal length. And then what I'm going to do is going to rotate the camera like that. Just like in a thumbnail. I'm doing Shift F to move the camera, by the way. Okay, there's your rings. But without a planet, it's useless. And if you want absolute space realism, it's going to sound weird, but you thank me later. Don't put a complicated background, especially if there's a bright planet in the front, because you wouldn't be able to see it if it was real. Just don't. Like, all you need is pinpoint stars, very dim, and you got a superb realistic render. Let me double check that I'm recording. I probably should have already done that. Yeah, we're good. Okay, and this part's gonna be for memory because I don't want to find the image for this. My phone's ringing. Sorry. I don't want to stop the recording for any reason. Sorry. Back to what we were doing. UV sphere. I forgot to increase. Let's do 64. There we go. Scale it up. I'll bring it up to here. Where's the sun? Sorry if you can hear the fans on my computer. Sorry if you can hear that. Dropped my phone. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is bring this around. Find the sun. All this is up to you. There, I do love that. That is great. Okay. And you can see it reflecting off the surface of the... Just great. Okay. Just gotta make sure all these are good. You want to change the roughness. Yeah, like that. And the specular is good. I got a clear coat for some reason. Okay, we're good. And go ahead and shade this smooth so that looks good. Just go ahead and create a new material. New planet. Sign that and go to material editor. Okay. Texture. Let's see, we want another noise texture. this one's gonna be a bit different from the last one. I like how it perfectly maps itself to the sphere. I'm gonna detail it up. Don't mess with roughness. Don't mess with distortion. Okay, then we're gonna want a mapping node. Hopefully it works this time. And input texture coordinate, we're going to want generated to vector, and free scale is, yep, there we go, we got that. And just get to how you want it. Press period to center this. Where's my screencast keys? I guess they don't work in that. They only work in... Okay. That's annoying. But there's not a lot of hotkeys I'm doing. I usually tell you what they are anyways. Color ramp. There you go. And let's go back to colors right here. Oops. Alright. I want to use these street colors right here. Those are nice colors. So, grab that color. Go ahead and put a third one in there. There we go. And do that. Perfect. Oh, I already got that one. Oops. And grab this color. Feel free to move them around. Okay. Alright, I like it. I do like that. Has some nice gray in it. It's pretty good looking. And if we go to there. Okay. You're probably noticing it's acting kind of weird. So go ahead and increase this so that it cleans up that edge. And then jack up the roughness. Did I do the right thing? I am just experimenting a little bit, just a tad bit. Okay. Now, I think that's ready for a quick render. Just to 1920 by 1080 will work for now. I'm gonna set it to, with planets like this, you don't need a lot of samples. They do pretty well. So I'll keep it default. Actually, I'll just make it 100, honestly, because why not? And what am I on? Am I on CPU? Yeah, that's fine. And go down to here, because there's going to be a lot of noise back here. You want to turn on denoising. And save it, of course. Rings 3. I've done a lot of these. And render your image. It looks like crap with not very many samples, I'll admit. But it's a good start. Alright, go to compositing. This is where the fun part is. Use your nodes. Gotta see what's going on with my phone here. I'm sorry. Okay, we're good. Go ahead and add a Reroute node. Output viewer. I don't have Node Wrangler currently activated because I keep forgetting how to use it. Gonna want to do a glare. That's the main thing you always want to have, some kind of bloom to it, especially if you're using cycles. Change threshold down to 0.3. Set to high, size 9. Pretty good start. But there's something about these rings, man. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna change them up a little bit. I'm actually going to use the ring colors from my other project. Which uses the same properties. And I don't remember what the... Oh, I'm in a whirl, that's why. Yeah, roughness, that's what I assumed. Sheen tint. Okay. Rings. I want brown, that one, and that one. Okay. Sorry. I just don't like the rings. I just really don't. They're infuriating me. So I'm just copying off my other work. Because I can. Because it's mine. Okay. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? I'm in the wrong one. Okay. I'm sorry. I am sitting at 39 minutes. Not bad at all. I'm literally recording a 1080p video right now on the camera because I can't just record audio. Not a design flaw, it's just an inconvenience for really niche applications like this. Okay, now this one. You always get it just the best the first time around, if I'm being honest. That's better. Okay. Okay, now that looks great. That just looks fantastic. then on my other one I have sheen tint. I don't know what that's gonna do though. Actually, I just brought it down. Here's it. Okay. Now I'm going to change. We're gonna do an ultra realistic render by using Photoshop today this time. So put it off to the side. We're not going to do stars because that's not realistic, because we're going to have a sun in here. Okay. We're going to do whatever resolution you want. I'll just do 1080p, but bring up my samples, because it's just going to be a thumbnail, so, you know, I don't want to go crazy, and I already have a picture like this anyways. 400. That'll work. And render image. Okay. Notice how the light reflects onto the planet from the rings. That's what I love. But something's bothering me. I want to jack this up to 20, see what happens. Just because I can. Now let's make that 15. That should. It'll render quicker if you don't have it rendering over here too. Perfect. I think I'm happy with that. Save as. Street base. Okay, if you don't have Photoshop, you can just skip this step and do a pretty render with this. It looks good enough for just on its own, honestly. Not trying to toot my own horn or anything. Okay, cool. We are still recording. Open. Where is my drive? 1 terabyte SSD. Planet. This one is the one I want. Okay. Now we are going to add another layer and make a black solid, just like that. Just black. And let's take a quick look at this. And we're gonna want our sun to be right over here, just right in the middle, basically. So we're gonna do filter, render. This way. Oops, I gotta rasterize it. I hate that they give you this tiny little window to do this in. It doesn't work when you need to get it exact. And you can choose which one you want. Make it as bright as you like. It's kind of noisy, which I don't like. Then go ahead and change it to screen. And that looks great, but if just one more thing, image adjustments, and you want where is it? Photo filter. Change the density. You want this to be nice and yellow. And make sure you preserve that luminosity. Actually, I want this to be a Jovian planet, so I'm going to make it a lot less bright. Because the sun will be further away. There we go. That way we can actually see the planet, you know? Adjustments, photo filter, and yellow. Give it a nice blue color, and then I will see if I can mess with the highlights a little bit because they're kind of clipped. But I doubt that's gonna do anything. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do that because the flare is huge. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright. I think I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna save that. And I can also show you some of the other work you can do with this. But of course it's not gonna be very good because I was recording. So it's a thing. Okay, export this as Rings 3 final. Export. Okay, now let's go to the files. Sorry, I'm gonna turn down my volume. Probably pretty loud. You can do this. I use some other planets in this one. This one. This is the main thumbnail I'm gonna be using, maybe. I actually have some stars in this one. I know, heresy. And this is the final image we came up with. Yep. It's a little muddy, but you know, it works. Okay, I'm gonna end there and see you later.